Yes, this is not clickbait. We've gotten literally everything concerning Vareesa, and yes, she lives up to the name Cowgirl. She's capable of starting up a new plunging meta, and it seems like she's going to be the next overpowered release from HoYoverse. Staring at Vareesa, and all I can just say is shut up and take my money. So without further ado, let's go over what we'll be covering in this video. In this video, we will be covering 4 things. I'll be showing Vareesa full outfit, her idol, I'll be going over her kit and signature weapon. We will also be displaying footages backing up the kit I'll be explaining. You better bet your hats off that she'll be good. But hey, before getting into all the juicy stuff, I want to quickly announce a 10 welcome giveaway at 3K subscribers, so if you want to participate, just like, comment, and subscribe so that I can feel your presence. With that said, Vareesa is an awesome character, and if you want to get her, then I'm proud to announce that you can save 23% on your crystal purchase through lootbar.gg. Lootbar.gg offers some of the most affordable rates for your top-ups out there. For example, I just got this $100 Genesis crystal pack for $79 instead of the original $100. That's an easy $21 saved, which you can spend on 4 welkins later and still have money to spare. If you're feeling skeptical, don't worry, because they have so many positive reviews on their site, and I even use them to purchase the welkins for my giveaway winners. They're also trusted by big creators like Dukaja and Tevat Times, and I'm adding to the list, bringing their credibility through the roof. Use my link in the description or pinned comment to grab yourself a quick discount on your next purchase. Starting off with her design, yes, she does have bull horns, which makes it a really rare design in Genshin. She has pink hair and a very interesting physical demeanor, and her idol animation is just as cute. But we shouldn't delve too much into that. Let's go over the important stuffs, her kit. Vareesa is basically a bull version of me, in the sense that she uses a plunging mechanic and deals majority of her damage via plunging. Let me explain in detail. Her normal attack performs 3 consecutive strikes, dealing electro damage along the way. Her charged attack consumes a certain amount of stamina to perform a literal headbutt, dealing electro damage, and then Vareesa gets propelled into the air, yes, literally propelling herself to the air. Then, for her plunging attack, she descends from midair to strike the ground, damaging enemies along the path in a decent area of effect. Now this is where things get interesting, because if Vareesa's plunging attack hits any enemy, then she gains 25 Night Soul points. When her Night Soul point reaches maximum using this method, then she enters the fiery passion state. Trust me, I'm just as triggered as you are. In this state, Vareesa's normal, charged, and plunging attacks are enhanced, and also her plunging attack AoE is greatly enhanced. To reference this, she's basically like Xiao, but can perform her plunging attack without even having to use her burst or elemental skill. When she's in the fiery passion state, she can use up all her Night Soul points and plunge right into enemies, dealing massive damage. Now here's where things just wow me out. You guys need to realize that we haven't even gotten into her elemental skill, so let's get to it. Her elemental skill causes a whole lot of effects, but don't worry, I'll simplify it. With footworks as swift as lightning and as fierce as thunder, she dashes right into enemies, dealing electro damage. And after this, Vareesa gains 20 Night Soul points and the pursuit effect. During this period, her interruption to resistance increases significantly, and also, she can now perform her charged attack without consuming a single ounce of stamina. This is huge because you can really just be spamming this and be enjoying constant plunging with ease. Now that's just for the skill tap phase. For the hold phase, Vareesa enters the Night Soul blessing state and switches to rapid advance mode, where she starts consuming Night Soul points continuously, boosting her speed, stamina, and agility. She can leap over obstacles and even walk on literal water and liquid phlogiston. That's some real mobility that only people like Vareesa can compete with. Did you think she was done? Not even close. Every time she enters the fiery passion mode, her elemental skill resets, meaning more fun time, more dashes, more damage, more plunging, more everything. Vareesa still isn't done because we haven't even touched her elemental burst. Her burst allows her to leap into the air and deliver a powerful flying kick, basically the kick version of Vareesa burst but with electro. But once more she goes crazy, because after using her burst, she not only regains her full Night Soul points, but she also goes back to the fiery passion mode, meaning the whole crazy cycle can restart all over. As if that wasn't enough, if you were to perform a plunging attack in this mode, she enters Limit Drive. This lets her cast a special version of her burst with reduced Night Soul and energy cost, essentially turning her into a continuous nuke. Now before going over her weapon, let's talk about her passives. For her first passive, after casting her elemental skill, she gains the Rainbow Plunge effect for 5 seconds. During this period, her plunging attack damage is increased by 25%, but if she's in the fiery passion state, this damage is increased by an outstanding 50%. I mean, come on, HoYoverse, we asked for meta, not broken, but hey, I'm not complaining. This is what I've been waiting for since Mavuika release. For her second passive, when nearby party members trigger Night Soul Burst, Vareesa's attack is increased by 30% for 12 seconds. She essentially buffs herself outrageously, and the icing on the cake? This effect can stack twice with independent durations. Her third passive states that after Vareesa's exhausts her Night Soul points, she consumes Phlogiston to maintain her rapid advance mode, but it gets even better when she's in Natlan because when switching to her during sprinting or while airborne, she enters Night Soul Blessing and switches to rapid advance mode and gains a free 20 Night Soul points. This can be triggered every 10 seconds. And as if we haven't had enough, HoYoverse decided to slap a fourth passive on her. For her fourth passive, Vareesa sprint increases but stamina consumption also increases. This doesn't occur in combat. In areas with phlogiston mechanisms in Natlan, using food items will automatically restore 20 phlogiston points every 10 seconds. This effect is inactive in domains and Spiral Abyss sadly. Now with that covered, if you plan on milking her, of her maximum damage then you should get her weapon. With that said, let's quickly go over her weapon. As you already know, it's going to be a catalyst weapon and has a base attack of 674, crit damage substat of 44.1%, which is already making it a great overall weapon for other catalyst users, but wait! HoYoverse isn't done yet. The catalyst introduces a new effect called the Rainbow's Wish. What it does is it increases attack by 28% when using a plunging attack. But HoYoverse didn't stop there. It also included two other effects, one being the first light color effect, which increases the critical damage of plunging attack by 28%. Also upon casting an elemental skill or burst, it grants the Evening Glow's Radiance effect, which increases crit damage by a whooping 40%. Both effects last for up to 15 seconds and are removed 0.05 seconds after the plunging attack damage is dealt. So what are the details we can extract from this? First of all, it shows that Vareesa is a strong DPS who deals damage mainly by plunging. So don't expect that damage to be small numbers, expect bazooka numbers. And also it seems like this catalyst weapon would be a must-have weapon if you really want to enjoy what Vareesa has to offer. That's about it for Vareesa. If you want to be up to date on info like this, or really just want to welcome, then like the video, subscribe, and comment so that I can feel your presence. That's it for this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.